I welcome you all to the section 4 of this course. Now you could use ChatGPT for educational purposes also. Now how you can do is that the first lecture for this will be how to learn anything fast. So we'll be learning what kind of prompts should we use to learn anything fast. So if you need some introduction or context to some topic, so what kind of prompts you can use? I want to learn this particular topic. Can you help me? Like for example, if we want to learn Newton's laws of motion, so what we'll do, I want to learn Newton's laws of motion. So for some understanding, so there are three laws of motion, we all know that. So the first law, the statement that an object at rest will remain at rest and an object in motion will remain in motion at a constant velocity unless acted upon by an external force. So this is the statement. This is also given in books. But what if you don't understand it from the book? So there is an explanation for this. You have an explanation of this and you could understand by this. Now it has also explained you Newton's second law of motion, third law of motion, and it has given a brief summary of all this, so you could understand it very easily. Now, could you provide a crash course on a particular topic? For example, if you want to learn calculus, so you could ask, could you provide a crash course on calculus? So like differential calculus, what you should use, what is the definition, what is the notation, how and it has now taken an example, derivatives, whether you ask maths, physics, chemistry, anything, so it will give you everything about this integral calculus. Now if you want to deep dive into a particular topic, you just name that particular topic and you could deep dive into that. Now you could also use a prompt like this: I need to quickly understand the fundamentals of this particular topic. This was for introduction and context. Now coming, if you want some clarification and focus, what are the key concepts I should focus on when learning about, you could just ask, learning about organic chemistry, let's say. So it will tell you what are the key concepts, that structure, bonding, nomenclature, chemical reaction. These are all the key concepts that you should understand and study, right? So this is all you can see. Now moving forward, now, can you break down this particular topic into its main components for easier understanding? These are kinds of prompts you can use. I will provide you all this data so you could use this in future, and I will provide you all this list of the prompts you could use for using in day-to-day life. So for clarification and focus, you could also use, I'm particularly interested in learning about a specific aspect of some topic. You would ask ChatGPT like that, step by step explanation. Could you explain this concept in simple terms? Please provide a step by step guide to mastering this topic. What are the foundational principles I need to grasp first? Also, if you ask ChatGPT about some examples and illustrations about a particular topic, it will provide you with that. Can you give me some real world examples to illustrate this particular topic? Could you provide me case studies or practical examples related to a particular topic? Some application based, even if you want to practice something, like for example, you believe that you are good in organic chemistry. Give me some organic chemistry questions. So these are the draw the Lewis structure. Now it will be difficult for drawing the structure or something. Let us ask something easy which could be checked by this. Take a practice test of me for parts of speech. In English, there is a topic, parts of speech. See, I am the maths guy, so usually my instinct is to, ask about maths, physics, or chemistry. I'm a science guy. That's why. Now, for example, you need to identify the part of speech of that it is a noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, or interjection. So, for example, apple. So apple is what? What do you think it is? It is noun. So I'll type this is noun. I have answered this. So it told me correct. Apple is a noun, it is a common noun, and what about other words? It has given you a test so you could practice. Now, for example, she is a pronoun, but let's check what if I enter an incorrect answer. Then what will happen? So I'll enter that two is oh, pronoun is the answer. I'll enter it is a verb. Let's say I know I'm writing the wrong answer. So if I wrote a wrong answer, so it will correct me. Actually, she is a pronoun. Then it will tell me that it is used to refer a female person or a thing previously mentioned or easily identified. Right? For so you could prepare a test for this. You could also prepare a test like for parts of speech. You could also, you know, in English we all have studied reported speech. So if you ask, take a practice test of me. Oh, take a practice test of me for reported speech. So let's see what it gets us. So now it gave me, she said, I am going to that store. The answers, right? If you are not willing to attempt, but you should always, first attempt the questions, then you should tell. So it asked whether it's in a direct speech or in a reported speech. So it told that it is direct speech, and you know and which are reported speech. So it will provide you test and you could practice it along. Now, so you could learn quickly. Now review and recap. So can you summarize the key points I have learned about this topic so far? For example, if you are learning, you are studying about World War II. So ask just key points. Can you summarize the key points I have learned? Right? So it gave you all the points like what were the causes, what was the outbreak of the war, what were the major battles that were fought, Holocaust and genocide, and Allied victory and aftermath, all this. So it gave you in points that would help you in your exams, or maybe if you want to learn anything fast, right? Right. For example, if I ask, can you teach me Python? Let us ask ChatGPT. So ChatGPT will be able to teach you Python. It will tell you how you have to install it. Then this is the basic code. What are the variables? What are the data types? What is control flow? If statement, for loop, while loop, what are the functions? See, if it gave you everything. Now, if you keep on asking more, like if you want to study for loop in detail, just prompt ChatGPT. I want to study for loop in Python in detail. It will teach you, right? So these are all the things you could do. Like, what are the most important takeaways from our discussion about this topic? Is there anything else I should know or be aware regarding this particular topic? So these are all the methods that you could use. These are all the prompts that you could use to learn anything fast using ChatGPT. Whereas you would have to, Google search. You would have to read books and do a lot of stuff to learn anything this quickly. So this is the one of the fastest ways you can learn anything, right? And you could just quickly go through it and read it. So for students, there is a special dedicated lecture. The next lecture will be for students, then will be for teachers, then will be for parents, and how you can maximize the use by learning. So for educational purposes, you might be a student, you might be a teacher, you might be someone's a student's parent, or or someone else. So this section is for all the educational purposes, and if you want to learn anything, how to learn it quickly, whether it's a new skill or something like that. So I'll meet you in the next lecture, and that will be for students. Till then, bye bye, take care.